In this video, I want to talk about, is spirituality a waste of time? Now, firstly, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think it is a waste of time? But I'm going to explain in this video why I don't think it's a waste of time. And I want to start by reading a quick story, okay? So this is the story. It goes like this. There were two babies in the womb, okay? One of the babies said to the other one, like, do you believe in life after delivery? Meaning, do you believe in, is something going to happen after we are born? And the other one said, no, of course not. I mean, nothing can happen. This is all there is, right? We get all of our nutrition through the umbilical cord. It's very short, so once we are born, the umbilical cord can't really last very long. That must be the end, right? That we must die. And one of the babies said, well, it sounds crazy. I mean, how can we possibly live outside? What are we supposed to eat with our mouths? We don't even have teeth. How are we supposed to eat our food? We get all of our digestion and nutrition through the umbilical cord. This is all there is. This is the reality we are in. Nothing exists outside of the womb. And then one baby says, well, what about mother? And then the other baby says, well, you believe in mother? That's a crazy idea. Where is mother? Well, what is this mother you are talking about? And then the other one says, well, she's all around us. She has created us and is all around us right now. And you can see how this is kind of relating to reality here, right? People in exactly the same way. People can't see past this reality, past death, because they think this is all there is. In exactly the same way as the babies in the womb. If they could talk to each other, which they can't, right? But if they could, they would be feeling the same way. They'll be thinking, how can we exist outside of what we know, outside of this? The umbilical cord is all we know. That's how we get our life force and nutrition. How can we possibly exist outside of that? In the same way, or most of us here, are programmed to think that this reality, this kind of womb, is all there is. And in exactly the same way, you could say that mother or the creator is all around us in exactly the same way that the mother is all around the babies in the womb. The creator is us. We are all made of that same structure, that same source, right? That same consciousness. So in terms of spirituality, here's my perspective on this. Now, there are many different types of spirituality, okay? We have like religion, which I want to kind of avoid religion because I don't consider it to be true spirituality. You have things like prayer, meditation, going inwards, reflecting, acting through unconditional love, your purpose. You could consider all of these to be your spirituality. And so you have people who dedicate their lives to either religion or spirituality in one way or another. Through meditation, you have monks who meditate for several hours a day. You have people who dedicate their lives to particular types of spirituality, particular organizations and doctrines. Now, I'm not going to say that one is better than the other. All I'm going to say is this. In exactly the same way as the babies in the womb couldn't see past their reality, we are like that. However, we are more self-aware now. We are more awoke than those babies in the womb in that hypothetical story, in the sense that most of us realise there is probably something after death. And we know this from several things, like we can look at the fingerprint of the designer throughout creation. We can look at all kinds of historical facts and things that prove that there was a designer rather than a random evolution. Now, I don't want to get into that debate in this video, but we can also look at experiences like NDEs, near-death experiences, people who come so close to dying and maybe they even die for a few seconds, and then they're brought back to life, they're resuscitated. They all report similar things, seeing a white light, walking towards the light and going through a tunnel, and some of them even report meeting an angelic being or a creator. Now, why would they lie? Why would people who just almost died lie about seeing that? There's no point of lying. There would be nothing to gain from that. If they didn't experience anything like that, they would just come back to life and be happy to, go down the pub again. But if that was true, which it is, that's why they're reporting it. That's why everyone is saying that all of these near-death experiences that have the same common theme running through them. Seeing a white light, meeting an angelic being, talking to a creator, knowing that there is something beyond life. So knowing that, okay, let's say if we take that as fact, let's say if we know something happens beyond this life, after death, then the question becomes, what really matters now? Why are we here? What is our purpose on Earth? Well, it's not to collect money, because money is a fake thing. Money is not real. It's just a number on a screen that societies, particularly governments and the Federal Reserve, evil corporation, have created to manipulate and control the masses. It's not a real concept. So we know that material possessions, money, that's not going to make us happy. So what really matters now? Well, that's where spirituality comes in, and that's why it's not a waste of time, because is going through your entire life just trying to collect money, trying to collect material possessions, getting a bigger house, thinking if I get this big car I'll be happy, if I get this promotion I'll be happy. That's a waste of time. Spirituality, on the other hand, is about going inwards and realizing that there is a reason we are here. We are here for a reason, and whether that reason is to just raise our vibrations and experience this life, or whether it's to affect and influence and help other people in one way or another, we have a purpose or a mission. And that's where meditation comes in, because through meditation we can connect to the higher dimensions, we can connect to our soul and get messages and guidance in the form of dreams or direct downloads. So spirituality has always been and is always that. It's about realizing your potential and your power, your purpose, and connecting to something outside of this life, something bigger than this life. So with that being said, yes, I don't think spirituality is a waste of time. I think it's actually really important, and I think that it's the most important thing, because connecting to something beyond this life, beyond this reality, has to be more important than everything going on here, like physical possessions and attributes. We know these don't matter. Now, even if, let's say, there is nothing after life, there is nothing after death, I should say, even if that's the case, which it's not, okay, the things that spirituality encourages, meditation, gratitude, unconditional love, positivity, these things have physical, scientifically proven benefits in reality in this life. So even if none of the other stuff is real or matters, there are still benefits, and you're still going to feel much better following spirituality and meditating and whatever you want to define spirituality as. You're going to feel so much better in that reality and doing that than you are getting drunk every weekend, lazing around, not doing, like, there are two different realities there. So that's the way I see it. It's like absolutely not a waste of time, because you can either live a life of mediocrity, or you can follow a spiritual pursuit and go inwards, get one step closer to enlightenment, meditate, all of these things associated with spirituality, even if none of the other stuff is real, which, I mean, I personally believe it is, and after death will be ascension or a reincarnation. However, even if you don't believe in that, the physical scientific benefits of the spiritual practice are real. So it's kind of like a no-brainer, in my opinion. But let me know in the comments what you think about spirituality.